Okay, hey, so today was it was a rough day. So today it's March 19th, 21. It's Chili's birthday. Important. I woke last night. No, I haven't been asleep. I haven't even haven't even thought about it. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We just got back from Oklahoma, and it is Friday of spring break, and I want to tell you that as much as I've regretted what I could not get done this week that was on my to-do list, it was a amazingly as everything that I needed to get done, I got done. Okay, check, 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 check. Okay, so I am gonna cut it so scary close. But let me tell you, I think it's March 19th. I think I'm gonna make the April 1st deadline for OU for the fall. Just barely. I mean, by the skin of by the skin of my teeth. Okay, so we went to Oklahoma today. We went to Vinita. It was the closest Identigo, and we drove. I got home. We pretty much left right away. I was like, I'm not gonna give myself a chance to get tired. We gotta go, go, go. We gotta go. So we left. We were early, and we got right in. Okay, so I just timing is impeccable as it is God's timing. And yeah, I recanted on everything today. It was awful. It's god awful. Okay, so yesterday was 318. We were supposed to have our case management yesterday, and it got canceled like last minute, like a week before. And I did not get the part about we just postponed our case management from March of 2021 to March of 2022. Okay, I totally missed that. And our trial date is April of 2022. Okay, and I did not get that. He sent me the paperwork. I missed it. It's on my phone. I suck at reading. I'm not legal. It's not my thing. Okay, so I was on the phone with him, and he told me I flip shit. Of course, it was a bad blow. It was a bad blow. Oh, it was not. It's just like it's still. I'm just like. Yeah, it's like the Johnny Cash song. Sooner or later, God's gonna cut you down. Well, he did it, and it's so weird because in my prayer time, like 3 days ago, before all the shit, uh, I was remembering. It's like God's gonna cut you down. It's like I don't need to be cut down. I've been cut down enough. Okay, I got cut down again. Okay, talk about some humble pie, and I was just like, okay. So I guess we're gonna be here another year. Best interest of the child, which is Christian, the one that I had to consider. He loves it here. I just need to get the cluster fuck out of my house. And he likes the school. He wants to be in the school district another year. Mark Anthony was the one that I was closer to getting at Greenwood. Christian is lower on the wait list. We won't even be here next year if things go as planned. So, so I mean, I guess okay. So I just tell you, I don't. I mean, from what I just like, I told you, I don't think I'm gonna get him back. And I cussed everybody I ever knew the whole way to Oklahoma this morning in my head. I literally, it was just like I was like, I lie. Everything I say is a lie. No matter what I say, it's a lie. It doesn't matter. It's like either or, whatever I swear. It doesn't matter what I swear. I'm lying. Okay, everything I say is a lie. So much happened, and it was just like dun 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 dun. It was just and it all just came together, and it was like okay. So I don't even know if I should start. What should I start? Oh my god, it's just like crazy. I think we're gonna end on a. Okay, so we started on a bad note. Okay, so because I got to tire because the Michael stuff, it's all playing together. It is all playing together, and let me tell you. Okay, so it started because guys, he's like, I gotta get my calendar up. It started 2 weeks ago, I think. I got it my calendar a week and a half ago. 2 weeks ago. Okay, so Christian had his audition in St. Louis. It was Monday the 8th. 3/8/21. Okay, so 3/6/21. Michael and according to him, we broke up. But I guess, yeah, we broke up. But like I told him, like couple days ago okay, we'll take it in stride. Okay, so before it was over, we talked. Okay, so we stopped talking. So Saturday night it was actually Sunday morning, and I was like 1 to 12. Oh, I remember I made a video. Yeah, it was that night when I couldn't sleep at his house, and instead of like, well, like a good boyfriend, what's wrong? Sit down with me, get the fuck, he just sent me away. Get out. He's like, let's go. It's like, you go. And I took my house key. Well, I didn't have a house key. Well, okay, yeah. Okay, fine. And he sent me away. And then the next day, he told me somebody called him. He didn't say who. We'll get to that. Somebody called him, and she was like, her life's falling apart. And so now they were sharing a car. I'm like, that's your girlfriend, bro. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. Okay, so anyway, that was the 20th, and he didn't tell me this until, what's the date today? No, the 19th. So I think he probably came clean. I have to refer to my text messages, but probably around Monday-ish, I think we were talking a lot. Monday the 15th. And then the 16th, that Tuesday. No, it must have been Tuesday we were talking, and we were initially supposed to go to Jeff City on the 16th, and then Christian was car sick, so we were scheduled for the 17th. It was raining the 17th, so Michael's trying to be my man. Hey, you shouldn't go because of the weather, and I know I've been in a relationship before, and your man tells you that you can't go. So anyway, but it was because he was on his way to my house. And that's why he said that, because the next day, instead of driving in the rain, we went yesterday and we drove in the snow. And he didn't cross his mind. Anyway, that's him. That's him for you. Okay, anyway, and I fucking told him on the way back, I was like, what, we drove in the snow this morning. And he didn't say anything. And I was like, he got it. He knew. He didn't have to say anything. He got me the message loud and clear. And I'm so fucking glad I said it. Okay. So that was like, I guess we were talking. As we were crossing the bridge in Osage Beach, we were talking. It's like, I'm in my hometown. And then I told him, I was like, hey, we're not going to my mom's grave because we had to get back for Christian's private school lesson. But then after that, I was like, I went to her grave anyway. So the last picture I sent him, I was at my mom's grave. Okay, and I just told him for the first time. Actually, I told him, let me tell you, that Saturday night, 6, when we were together, I told him for the first time that 55 was my mom's last year to live because she died when she was 56. Okay, he is turning 56 on the 28th. So in 9 days, he turns 56. You already put it all together. Okay, so yesterday or the day before, he's talking about he was cutting out soda. And I was like, good, because it kills your immune system and your body can't fight off cancer. And he's like, he cussed me. He's like, don't wish cancer on me. I was like, I was actually telling you, don't drink. I was actually telling you how not to get cancer, but however you take it, it's on you. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so it was okay. So that Sunday morning, the wee hours of Sunday morning, the 7th, we had our falling out. So the 7th, he said it was the next day. So I think he meant that Sunday, or it might have been that Monday. And I'm not sure. And I'm not ever going to get to know now. But regardless, he said the very next day. So I'm thinking he probably meant Sunday. But if he meant Monday, that's the day Christian had his audition. And the reason I'm putting this together is because the 28th, Christian has a swimming in Carthage. And when we were at Images for Junior Stars 1, Saturday the 13th, Tracy called us in because I had left her a voicemail. I was like, we need to reschedule the photo shoot because Christian has a piano recital. It's supposed to be the 11th. Yeah, the 11th. And she said, okay. So at first she said March 28th. And did you know, it did not even occur to me that was Michael's birthday. So at first I was looking at my calendar, I'm like, Christian has a swim meet. So she scheduled it for like the 3rd or 4th weekend of April, and I was just like, no, there's no, we need it sooner. So I went back, I was like, hey, you know what? I was like, I'll take the 28th, he'll miss the meet. I did not even think about it, but it's a good thing because he was already, okay, so we was Oklahoma this morning, and I told him, stop! I told him when he was here, our goodbye sex on Wednesday, the 17th. That's important. 317, 317, 21, 3.17.21. And I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I told him something that day. Anyway, so and he was sitting here. We were sitting right here, and I was crossing my legs in front of him, and I was trying to have a conversation with him. And he's asleep. He's for some reason extra tired. I know now why, but I don't fucking care. It's so irrelevant. Anyway, so he's sitting there. He came, literally drove to my house. He fucked. We sat. We talked for a few minutes. I gave him like 2 sandwiches, and he left. I was like, okay, bye. But he was everything, verbatim what I thought he was, verbatim what I was avoiding. Look at me, dreadlock, dreadlock and Michael sweatshirt, and I went to Oklahoma this morning, and I didn't remind him. I told him on Wednesday when he left that I was going to be his way either that day or the next day. Well, that was before I didn't know I couldn't get in to get my fingerprints till today. So I didn't remind him. So we were kind of like texting back and forth, and it was kind of like sinking in. It was everything was sinking in. I was like, that car, that's his girlfriend. It's like, oh my God, she lives with him. So I didn't tell him. So I was like, we went to Oklahoma, and on the way back, I swung by his house, and I was like, whether he's there, or whether he's not, she's gonna be there. She was there. So he and Marcus got back together, and so she's living with him now. And you know what? He called me once. She's like, I'm calling him. And Christian told me later what she was saying. And I was like, I can call him too, bitch. But regardless, he called me once. But did you know what? It all sunk in on my way home. Everything, and it was eerie. And I was like, I looked at the mile marker, and we were at 55.6 mile marker, and the next mile marker, we were at 56 mile marker, and I realized that the last picture I ever sent to him, I was at my mama's grave, and I told him, sometime whenever we were on the 15th or whatever, when we were talking, it's like, I don't wish evil on you, Michael, but did you know I'm really, really thankful for that conversation? Because I feel like I purged my soul. I told him what he meant to me. I told him how things were. You know what I mean? It's like Christian was my world, and he was my world, and that was the extent of my circle. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels good, because obviously I'm not going to tell him now that I know. Like, I'm not talking to him. I just like, you know, like, I'm just like, just because I want to get one thing straight, just because it's Shirley's birthday does not mean I'm relapsing with him. It's just significant. He was my ex, and I found out on my ex's birthday that he's back with his ex 9 days before their birthday. Okay, and you know what's interesting? We were sitting here talking, and I told him, I was like, it's a year ago, almost exactly when we were hooking up. And it's important because he knew that it was a year ago that he and Marcus also broke up, because it was April, because after the birthdays we first started talking about the birthdays passed, and then they broke up, and then we got together. But I remember I was logging like whatever, like a week, and it's gonna like he's about to make the worst mistake of his life. And now that I know what it was actually he's back where he belongs. Was the worst mistake of his life. So anyway, but did you know it was crazy? When I was GPSing him, like, the week before we broke up, did you know he was home all the time? I mean, that was his home base. And did you know what? All of a sudden, he had a girlfriend there. He doesn't want to go home. He's out cruising the streets, going anywhere but home. And that's exactly how he is. 2 things I fucking hate about him. That's how he was. When we were like, would he come here? He never wants to be with his significant other. He never does, and I hated that about him. And then the cheating thing. He was with Marcus. He asks me for news. I sent him news. He comes into my house. Fucking leaves. And I'm just like, okay, that's his daytime. You can play that off so easy. You drove here in the broad daylight. Nobody can just think I was working on my truck. Bullshit. I was like, he is exactly what I thought, exactly what I didn't want, and I'm so fucking glad he's not my problem anymore. Anyway, so it's just like, I had an awful morning on the way to Oklahoma before I even knew, just because I was just going through so much shit about this. I cannot fucking believe I gotta fuck another year off of Martina's life. I just is the most excruciating hell I can possibly describe to you. Just like the nothingness. 3 years, they fucked off 3 years of his life. And you know, I was thinking back to the week before, like week and a half before Mark Jr. went into foster care when Mark Sr. was like, I'm gonna give Mark Jr. to you. And the motherfucker didn't. 5 years ago. It's awful. It's awful. It's the most indescribable hell. Like, I'm gonna tell you, my boys, like, that is the only thing you can really, that's your only boy. That's all you got. You can't give to me any other motherfucking way. Okay, I got rid of my 3 boy guinea pigs yesterday. And I'm so glad, because did you know what I just realized? I kept thinking, I was like, I recognize his spirit. Who is that? I got rid of them all 3 of them. I took the babies and I was like, I'm taking the daddy too. And you know what I realized later that day? I was like, that was Michael. I got rid of him the day before I found out he was back with his. I'm so glad I got rid of that guinea, because afterwards it's like, oh fuck, I didn't know if it was till it was too late. And then today it's like, oh god, I'm so glad I didn't have him. You can't go back and be like, oh, you know what? By the way, here's the daddy. I'm so glad. I was just like in the depths of despair after I got off the phone with the attorney. I found out it's gonna be another fucking year. Like, it's just the most brutal, but it's just not okay with me. Not okay. It's the most jarring thing. And it was just like, what happened after that? Find out he was back with Marcus. Nothing compared to finding out that it's gonna be another 13 months. I mean, it's just like, and I'm just like, I'm so convinced I'm not going to get him back. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay, let me tell you what else is happening at the same time. Obviously, Christian being a mega star, about to, I think, but I don't know, because I'm sick, because about to say, but good things happen, and then some, just the Mercury thing, I can't, it's the devastation it's just indescribable. I'm just like, it was a bad, I don't care about I don't care about anything anymore. Just like nothing, and I don't give a fuck about anything or anyone. Obviously, I still love Christian, but it's just like the worst, the worst. I just can't even describe. I just can't even describe to you how just awful it is. It's just like life is a bitch, and then you die. But I'm gonna tell you what else was going on at the same time, because I think I've vlogged about this. Okay, so think I did. Okay, so what day did we go to Branson? Tuesday. Randomly. Okay, so Tuesday morning, I think it was, I got Monday night. I was stressed about money, like, whoa, stressed. And just like, couldn't sleep. And I was just like, oh God, it was the night, it was March 15th. It was Monday, March 15th, 21. I was up to like 10:30, 11. I will tell you, I don't get insomnia like this. Like, it's always the first thing on my mind that keeps, it's always, I'm not gonna get March Jr. back. That's my first thing, because like with my medicine, I don't get insomnia. And I don't lie awake and worry about anything. But the night with Michael's, that was one of the first. And then that was what was that, the 6th, and then the 15th. It always starts with the Mark Jr. thing, and then I started to think about money, and I started to panic about the government, and then the gazelle intensity that they're talking about, because I went back and I looked at that quote from high school when we were in cross country, and we got up in the morning at 6 in the run 6 miles and shit. Because I was just like, when the sun comes up, you better be running where you're the lion with the gazelle. You know what I'm saying? And now it's coming back to me, and I'm just like, oh, nostalgia. But I'm not so nostalgic. I'm sick, and I'm obliterated, basically. There's not a lot of things. Like, I mean, you could obviously take my children's lives, but there's just like not really anything worse that I could have anticipated yesterday. I had no idea. And it's just like, it's been awful. And it's just awful. Oh God. I would just like regret everything. I regret my family. I regret everything. I hate what family I was born into. I just cannot believe. I just like just the lies, and I just feel like it's just like they lied to me, about like my childhood. Well, we're not going to intervene on your family, but yeah, you're going to keep me from intervening on my family. You told me I was a fucking adult, and it's just like everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Everything goes up. Everything is a lie. Everything comes out of my mouth is a lie. It's been a really, but let me tell you, I am so dumb. I just don't want another fucked up, stupid relationship. Really, I didn't want this one, and I don't want another one. And I just want to point out, like, I'm not thinking, like, I'm not saying if I didn't happen to potentially that something would happen. I can't promise anything, but I'm gonna tell you that is not what I'm looking for. I don't want anything relationship wise that I've had in the past. They've all been awful, just god awful, and I don't want another. And no, I'm just like makes me sick. Not what I want, literally not what I want at all. At all. But let me tell you what else is going on at the same time. The 15th, I was up worried about money, and I realized that I need to pay the government with them fucking with my stimulus, fucking with my refund, my tax refund. Just like I started to have like panic about it. Just like I've got to get out of debt. I owe the government money of all fucking people, and I just realized, and I started doing the math, and I was I'm gonna use this year, and I'm gonna pay off my student loan. It's like I can actually do it in less than a year, and so I just that was the 15th, and then the 16th I woke up and I got my stimulus, and it was kind of good because I was already panicked, so I don't think I really blew that much money. A little bit of fast food. I think that was they were saying I got Christian's birthday present, and I needed that. I would not have been able to apply for school. It's expensive, and there's still more shit I still have to pay like the $55 when I get all my transcripts, get into that nursing casting. I gotta pay $55, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna pay them another $69. Okay, so I ordered my transcript from Franklin Tech. They've gotten the other two electronically, but unfortunately Franklin Tech was through the snail mail, so it was like ordered on the 16th, and I don't know if it got sent the 16th. I don't know when I got mailed. I guess I could ask, but then I guess I'm gonna get there. It's like Monday, Tuesday, when I don't know. That's the 22nd. Okay, so the casting, you can pay them $69, and they'll do your transcripts, and I'm gonna have to do that because I don't want to make a mistake. And this late in the game, I can't make a mistake, so I'm gonna have to pay them. But I have to wait until they get the Franklin Tech transcript, or I'm gonna end up paying this fee for them to do my transcripts twice, because they will only let you pay for the ones they've already received. So I'm going to pay for it, and then I'm going to pay for it again when Franklin Tech is there, and it's not going to do me any good because it takes them up to 10 days. Hopefully it'll take them less, but if it, looking at the 20th, hopefully they get it by the 22nd, 23rd, because looking at the calendar, that's 10 days, 10 days from it has got to be there. It's got to be done. The 31st, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Monday. The 22nd is 10 days. And I don't know what to do. I'm sick. And then I don't have my Oklahoma license. I went today to get fingerprinted. They said 5 to 7 days. What is this? So what is that? By Friday, if I'm lucky. Friday the 26th. The April 1st is the next Thursday. So I'm right down to the wire. So hopefully things go well, because any bomb in the road, I'm gonna stick to mine. And I don't have a plan B. That's like, oh my god, like, it's crazy. They're gonna count my 2 years of French from high school. So I'm gonna get my Bachelor of Arts. You've got to fucking be kidding me. They said if you have 2 consecutive years of any foreign language in high school, they count it. Like, what the hell? It's just like, and it would take anywhere else. It's gonna take me a year just to get my associates. I'll be in GPS, and it's gonna be like I'll graduate in May of 2022 with my bachelor's. That's crazy. So this year that I fucked off, it's like it doesn't even count, because I thought it was gonna be like a year for my associate, and then I was rushing it so much I push it off is what I do. I'm sick. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm sick for sure. I'm sick to my stomach. But I don't know, just all kinds of shit. But I don't know. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, because I'm money now. I'm stressing about money, and I remember what messenger told me, you remember that job you had in Kimberly City. They had housing, cheap housing, work there till you work there, get cheap rent till you pay off your student loans. And so the 16th morning after I got the stimulus, I was doing nursing school stuff, and I was so brain dead. But I was like early to 2 when I finished, and I was just like, I was so bad brain dead and like tired. I was just so worthless, and all of a sudden I was praying and I was like, I can't, I'm so worthless. There's so much shit I need to do, but I can't even think. So there's like, well, why don't you just take a trip to Branson? Your Reebok is having a sale. So you can go shopping and then go check about that job and then come back to Christians. What was it? Something, whatever. So I went to Branson on the 16th. Oh, I can't, I still tennis? Oh, yeah, piano. I don't remember. Anyway, so I was like, okay, so I got in my car and went to Branson, and right, I got lost, and then I got pulled over, and then I was like, and I finally found it, and it was closed, and it was just like, and as I was driving home, it hit me. I was like, okay, so got it, message loud and clear. But then it's just the horrible news about Mark Jr. is such a bad blow. It's just like, but let me tell you, I realized what that property is supposed to be. Coincidentally, okay, so the Oklahoma thing, I was scared and I was having second thoughts about even applying for nursing school, and it was part of my thing Monday night. It's just like it's just like I just want to crawl into a hole and disappear and not apply for nursing school and just kind of like fall off the grid. And like I get like that sometimes when I get scared. And then Monday morning, I had a total like spiritual breakthrough, which is weird because I had a total like horrible religious relapse. I was ever done, can't everything I ever dreamed of today. But I had a total breakthrough. Like in my adult life is different. Things are different. Things that happen when you're like young, teenager, early 20s, and you come back and you revisit things and things happen. I had a total spiritual breakthrough. It was this song. It's about fear. You don't fear anything anymore. And then I found my stimulus, and then I don't know, just like I haven't really been lazy this week though, because I think the 16th that morning after the breakthrough, and then the many, and then with Christian, I went to the early CrossFit, and then the 17th, that's Wednesday, I woke up in time to go to CrossFit, and I was not motivated to go again. The 18th, I was awake for the Sisters class, and I was not motivated to go, and it's just not like me. I haven't gone since Tuesday, and I could have, it's just weird. I don't know where my motivation went. I don't know where my head was. Kind of know where my head was, but just like, why am I so unmotivated? But I started fasting, and kind of started like fasting today, because right after the whole with the mental fast, and she was there, and then we were like, I was like, and we went and we got gas, and then I was like, he was hungry, and I was so hungry. He went to McDonald's where I met Jerry the first time, and then Christian got food, and I got water, and it's like, I gotta fast after this week, and it's all yeah, it's just, but by the same time, it's like, just the whole Martina thing is so sobering. It's just such a bad blow. It's just like, and it's kind of like, I don't really know, and then I realized on the way home, it's not really on because I had this eerie premonition, and I was like, oh, that's Erie, and I live on Erie Street, and I think I'm gonna be stuck on Erie Street another year, and then like Erie, and then the Detroit shit, and then on and on and on and on, and it just, it was kind of a wrap. Yeah, I think it's kind of, I'm not recovered. I'm still, I can't recover, not from the dog kid in the mothership, but that was actually small in comparison with the Mark Jr. shit. I am just so sick of stupid relationships, stupid dudes. I'm just like, gosh, I hope that's my last. I hope this is my last bad relationship. I wanted to be. I didn't want another one. I was done after things went south with Chili. I don't want another relationship. It's just so annoying. Ugh, everything is just fucking annoying. But oh, which reminds me, it's amazing that we're back this early, and I've been talking for 30 minutes, but I have actually my first placement test. So that's my plan. I'm going to study my test at 7:30. Usually all the other days they had late appointments, but tonight it was 7:30 was the latest. So I took it because as soon as I get done with the video, I'm going to go get my med surge textbook, and I'm going to study because I'm going to look up ways to study this the NACE adult nursing test. I'm taking this one. You have to get a 70%, and I paid for them all, and I thought about it later. It's like, what if what if I don't score a 70 on this first one? I wonder if I don't think I get a refund. You have to get 70 on all of them. I'm just like, this is the hardest one I'm taking first. Something told me to take the hardest one first, because I wanted to take mental health because I thought that would be easiest and like take the hardest one first. And so I'm gonna do it. And I do usually do okay. But 85 is I usually get 85. And 70 is passing. So on these placement tests, but I don't really know I don't know what to expect. I hope there's like a predictor test I can find when I'm done with this video. I knew this video was gonna be long. Did I ever finish? Oh no, I didn't finish. Okay, so we went to this Vinita, Oklahoma, which is the closest to Miami, closest to Missouri. Okay, so I didn't go. We went. They had the address was wrong in GPS. They took us to this abandoned place, Hope something. What is going on? Anyway, thank God they put a note. We moved into their new address because if they didn't put a note, we would have been screwed. And I was also just like, I am so glad we are early because I was just like, I don't care if we're early. I'm not thinking about it. And we were early, but it was a good thing because then we went to the wrong place and I couldn't find it. And then I went to the wrong door and it was like, oh my God. But what was I gonna say? I can't remember. Oh, anyway, just like we were in and out, and they got us in early as soon as we got there. But let me tell you that you know what Indigo is. It is in the in Northwest Arkansas. It's a non-for-profit for disabled people. They offer like job coaching, and I was like, oh my God, bam, that's it. That's what this property is supposed to be. Just like I just got my answers. Just like everything came together because Monday night got told me to go to Branson. And then Tuesday morning, I woke up, told me not to fear, don't be afraid. So I got them in right after I got the money to apply for school. And then I got my, I knew the property was something when I was driving back from Branson on Tuesday night. I knew that property was supposed to be some kind of like a spiritual retreat. I was thinking it was like, wow, it's some kind of non-for-profit. It's like, okay, so what about, I thought about it was like, it should be like, kind of like an international orphanage, like because I know because people always want to stick my kids. So apparently, there's a lot of people that want to adopt kids. You know what I'm saying? So bring the kids, the orphans from overseas, because like it's a nursing home. So you think about it. There's like a room, and a shared bathroom. And I was trying to think. There's like a behavioral hospital. That's obviously that's my heart. That's obvious. Or a homeless shelter. You know, I'm thinking all these things, and I'm just like. Anyway, it's like, what about like an orphanage? And then I started doing research and like why there's no more orphanages in the United States because they think it's better to put the kids in a home setting instead of an institution. And I'm just like, well, what if like you just bring in the kids and kind of like give them exposure? And but then now I got like my non-for-profit. I got it. Bam! I know what I'm supposed to do today because Identigo. It's just crazy how it's all just. Identigo, and the closest place in Oklahoma is at a non-for-profit for disabled people in this big building, and they offer the same kind of shit. It's like right down my alley, the same shit. Just like, bam! Right after I got a horrible blow, and then I got the, but and I was eating my words and just like I'm a horrible person or kid and everything. I'm who was it? Sarah. I'm everybody in the Bible that God hated. Anyway, so let me think. And then right after that, then the other bad blow, but it wasn't even a bad blow because the Martini thing, you can't top that. Okay, you go, yeah, probably they could top it, but no, I just can't. I'm so annihilated. I just and it's just like, and I'm just like, it was exactly what I thought. And the premonition on my way home, just like crazy and creepy, and just like, and I'm home, and I need to study for my test. And I'm just like, okay, I've been upset all week about this stuff I didn't get done, but now that it's over, I went out of town like 4 out of 5 days this week, and I got so much stuff that I would never have got done otherwise. So anyway, I'm starving and I need to go drink water because I'm fasting, probably because I'm too upset to eat. I couldn't, but it's about the Martini. I tell you, the Martini thing is just all this worst blow. Anyway, and then the other thing was like exactly everything. And then I realized on the way home that I dodged a lot of bullets, and it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was not me. It was him. And he actually, I'm sure that he did me a favor. So everything turned out to be everything that I was. He was my worst fear in every way. He doesn't want to spend time with his girlfriend. He screws around. Has no problem with you. Leave you home. Everything that I did not want. He was verbatim what I was afraid of the whole year, what I was running from, and it turned out to be true at the same time that it was over. And he called me once, and I mean, I know it's been over for a long time, but obviously, I don't want to get into it. I don't date Springfield men. I hate them. And I mean, I knew I didn't want to date when I met him. And I'm just like, and then when I met him, it's like, oh, I was done dating and now I'm extra done. So, because and now I've got a year and I don't care. I'm fine. I'm so fine. Single. I'm so fine. I don't want another. I'm so done. Every relationship I've ever had has been god awful. And I do not. Ugh, I hate them. I just like I want somebody more like myself or nobody at all. Hi. All right, I'm gonna go because I got to study. Bye. What?